watching. My name is Monique and I am the marketing manager and content manager for Stryda. And it's been close to a year now that I've been working with them, helping them launch in South Africa and really getting to the South African market. If you don't know Stryda connects engineers to purpose-driven careers in the Netherlands. And they really guide them through the journey with real clarity, care, and long-term commitment. So today we have an engineer with us and we're going to hear about his story, a little bit more about his big move that's coming up, which is obviously a very big change in your life. And maybe we should start off by, you can just tell us who you are, what you do, and where you're from.
Yeah, so my name is Daniel. I'm a mechanical engineer with a master's degree from Stellenbosch University. I'm originally from South Africa and currently living in Cape Town.
Okay, thanks Daniel. It's nice to meet you. What were you doing before you connected with Stryda?
So I was working here as a mechanical engineer in Cape Town.
Okay.
And most recently at an aerospace and defense company, and before that in the automotive industry.
Okay, that's really, really cool. And at that stage, were you ever thinking about working in a different country or thinking of moving overseas?
Yeah, so I did think about it. So I wanted to grow and gain international experience outside of South Africa.
Yeah, sure.
But it felt quite overwhelming and I didn't really know where to start.
Yeah, I can just imagine, especially for young South Africans, there's so much information out there. You don't know who to trust or where to start or what information to read through. So what do you remember from the first time connecting with Stryda?
Yeah, the conversation felt very open and trustworthy from the beginning. I had a lot of confidence that Stryda will support me throughout the entire process. And from the start, they wanted to know what I wanted to achieve in my career, so they could find the perfect project for me in the Netherlands.
I think trust is so important with such a big move.
Yeah.
And what made you feel so comfortable to proceed with them?
Everything was explained very clearly, and they went through every step of the process, and I was able to ask a lot of questions, and I was very comfortable.
Okay. And naturally, the process of moving to a different country, there's so many steps involved. So when it came to the visa and the relocation process, do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so they helped through everything throughout the whole journey, housing, taxes, paperwork, opening a bank account. They really took good care of me throughout the journey.
That's really great to hear. And how has Stryda supported you during, the housing searching for an apartment or a new home for you?
I also had a lot of questions and they were always there to help me. They took me through the whole process and we managed to find an apartment that's available to move into upon my arrival. So I'm very happy about that.
That's very exciting. So now that the dust is settled and your visas are approved, you received your flight details, have you ever during all of these steps felt alone or unsupported?
No, not at all. I felt supported through every step of the process. Soon I'll be flying over to the Netherlands and I know there's other engineers on that side. There'll be regular check-ins and events. So I'm sure I'll feel at home.
There's a big community of South Africans in the Netherlands, so you're definitely going to feel at home. I'm sure you're going to miss home, but you're definitely going to fit right in. So with this whole journey, how do you feel Stryda really looks beyond the job and beyond the relocation?
Yeah, so it's so much more than just a job or relocation. It's just about personal growth, experiencing a new life in the Netherlands and Europe, traveling to new places, meeting new people. It's a new chapter of my life and I'm glad that Stryda is there along for the journey.
And an exciting one at that. So if you had to put your entire journey with Stryda in one sentence, how would you describe it?
Stryda is a complete life-changing journey with a human-first approach that supports you both professionally and personally.
That's brilliant. I think the human-first approach is so important, especially for most people that do feel like a number at a job. But with Stryda, they really look at you as a person and what would be your career growth and your personal growth in a new country. So with all that said, what advice would you say to any other engineers who are looking at relocating?
I would say don't be afraid. I know it might feel a bit overwhelming, but Stryda supports you at every step. They explain things clearly and they'll make sure that the journey runs smoothly.
Perfect. And I would just add that I think you should just do it. Just jump right in. So thank you so much, Daniel, for trusting us firstly with your story and trusting Stryda to really guide this journey for you. I'm sure we're going to check in very soon after you land on the other side, and make sure that you are settled in your new home and job. So if you're an engineer looking to relocate to the Netherlands and start the next chapter in your career, reach out and connect with Stryda today.